Good evening and namaste.
Namaste and welcome back to the next session.
Welcome back for the fourth session of our 10-week Sahaja Yoga meditation course.
Remember, last week we learnt about the three channels. We learnt about the left channel of desire, the right channel of action, and the central channel of evolution and ascent. And we learned that we need the balance between left and right to be in the present, which is where the Kundalini can then rise most effectively.
Yeah, and this week we are starting with the first chakra, the first energy center called Mooladhara Chakra. And this is very, very important center as it is like the roots of a tree. And the whole tree of our subtle system stands on it. The stronger Mooladhara Chakra is, the deeper we can meditate.
And today we're lucky to have two young ladies with us who will lead us through this topic. We have Shraddha, who is an art student living in Vienna, and we have Sarala, who is a sustainability professional.
Nice, both of you are here. Sarala, I'm asking you the first question. Yeah, I heard that you are meditating since long time, and how does meditation helps you in daily life?
So Sahaja Yoga has been a very effective way to introspect and to understand oneself better. So especially when you talk about energy centers or chakras. So today we'll elaborate more on that, of course. But most importantly, when I was at university, it played a significant role in my life. So it helped me reduce my stress levels and as well stay focused. So my attention radically improved with Sahaja Yoga. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Sarala. Now I come to you, Shraddha. So as you are an artist, how Sahaja Yoga meditation helps you in your creativity?
Well, for me, I don't see meditation as something I do just in the morning or in the night. I feel one can be generally in a meditative state throughout the day, so every minute, every moment. So when I create art or make art, I do it through spontaneity.
Good.
Okay, which is interesting because in the first session we learned that spontaneity is actually the meaning of the first word of Sahaja Yoga. So Sahaja means born within, but also spontaneous. And we also learned that attention is a key aspect of Sahaja Yoga. So that's already a good takeaway. But let's now move to the topic of today. For that, Soma and I will move out of the picture and we'll give more space to our presenters today. So let's just have a short little picture to hide our scene change and see you in a minute.
So today we'll be speaking about the Mooladhara Chakra, which is the first chakra of our subtle system.
So you might be wondering what Mooladhara means. It is a Sanskrit word that we can portion into two parts in order to understand it better. So Mool and Adhara. Mool means root and Adhara means support. So essentially the Mooladhara chakra is the root and the basis of our subtle system. Now to imagine this better, you can imagine that the roots of the tree are the basis of the tree, the same way the Mooladhara is the basis of our subtle system. And you can also imagine or visualize how the roots transfer water upwards in order to nourish all the trees, all the leaves, the branches, all the parts of the tree. In the same way, the Kundalini, the motherly energy, protected by the Mooladhara chakra, also ascends upwards in order to nourish us and the subtle system. So it is the very foundation of our subtle system.
So just a quick introduction to chakras for those of you who are attending the session the first time. Chakras are essentially energy centers, and if you look at it in point of medical point of view, they are represented as neural plexuses. So the Mooladhara, being the first chakra of our subtle system, is located in our pelvic plexus. And other areas in the body include the back of the head, at the base of our palms and the sole of our feet. Most importantly, this chakra is considered as the guardian of the Kundalini. So this means it is responsible for the ascent of our Kundalini, which is our motherly energy within us. Other manifestations include memory, emotional balance, reproduction, and excretion. All chakras have a guardian, and Shraddha will let us know who's the guardian for the Mooladhara chakra.
So, the guardian, or the deity of the Mooladhara chakra, is Sri Ganesha, and his job is to protect the Kundalini, as Sardar already mentioned. And he does this by setting boundaries and by setting limits. So Sri Ganesha is the destroyer of all obstacles.
Sri Ganesha is also symbolic for the earth element. And him being a child is also symbolic of him protecting our motherly energy, which is the Kundalini. Yeah. And there are different qualities of this chakra, and Shraddha will tell us more about it.
So as Sarala already mentioned, Sri Ganesha is the protector of the Kundalini, and this yellow triangle visible here represents the Kundalini, and it is contained within the Mooladhara. As you can see here, it is a four-petaled, red-colored flower.
So the various qualities that one could manifest in this chakra are Dharma, which is righteousness, wisdom, innocence, and spontaneity. There are several other qualities that also relates to this chakra, as you can see listed here. Attention is very important, discretion, joy, and many others.
Yeah. What's also important is that Sri Ganesha is childlike, which is not to be mistaken with childish, because being childlike means he is wise. He is humble and dignified and joyful. Yeah. And an important quality is innocence. And it's incredibly important to really establish the qualities of the Mooladhara chakra, as many illnesses can be caused by catching the Mooladhara chakra. But innocence is a quality within us that can never really be destroyed or defeated, but rather than that, it can be covered by, for example, our ego or conditionings. The same way clouds could cover the sun, or the way dust could cover a mirror, and in that way symbolically obscure or hide our truest reflection of ourselves. So we really need to respect our innocence.
And something that ties closely with innocence is chastity. And what does chastity mean? It's not only on a physical level, but also on a mental level. How does one view relationships? And in Sahaja Yoga, we focus on pure relationships, so that between a brother and a sister, a father and a daughter, and then a mother and a son. And this is an essential part of the Mooladhara chakra. And in the next few minutes, you'll be hearing a talk of Shrimataji on innocence and chastity.
Innocence is the sustenance, is the basis of spirituality. If a person doesn't have innocence, he cannot rise in spirituality. That's why the first job of Sahaja Yoga is to establish Sri Ganesha within you, to awaken him. As soon as the Kundalini awakens, you must know that Sri Ganesha comes into being. Without his awakening within you, Kundalini cannot be raised. But it could be temporary, or it could be a permanent thing. It could be very temporary with people who are not yet adjusted to the new method or to the ways of God's love. Those who have not understood, or those who have not gone through those traditions, it is rather difficult for them to establish Sri Ganesha within them. At this point, I find there are people who fight with their problems and try to overcome the outward problems and establish Sri Ganesha. But there are other people who are still not there, they start doubting others' innocence. In Sahaja Yoga is a very common failing. I have seen people complaining about others, saying that their innocence is not established. It's the first sign that your own innocence is in danger. Because you doubt yourself, you are doubting others. If you are doubting others, then be sure that you are not going to gain anything. Your job is to look after yourself, and there must be some sort of a thing behind your head, and that's what it is here. That the Mooladhara is expressed at the back. Here, in the point which is jutting out of your cranial bones, that's the point is of Mooladhara. Now, how it has an effect on the eyes? Because it goes on walking. There are two types of effects of Mooladhara. One is the right side and the left side. If you are too much constipated person, if you suffer from too much constipation, and you are a very strict man, even you would not look at your wife, that sort of a person. Another extremes are there. A nun or a priest or some sort of a thing like that. Just forced celibacy and a very disciplined life, such people can get right Mooladhara. The left Mooladhara, those people get it who are not at all having any respect for their chastity. These are the two types of extreme you go because of the left and the right. But the left side Mooladhara is much more dangerous than the right side. Because at the most, a person can get constipation or trouble of all these dryness in the body from the right side. But the left side Mooladhara, those who indiscriminately use their chakras for a very licentious, permissive life and all that, go into dangerous zones. Already.
So once we manifest the qualities of Shri Ganesha within us, there are certain advantages one receives, and these include emotional balance, mental balance, and an important aspect is that the left channel, which is the channel of our emotions and desires, starts from the Mooladhara chakra. So if we have a healthy Mooladhara chakra, one does not fall into depression or lethargy. So therefore, it's really important to improve this chakra. And right now we will do a small meditation with you and demonstrate how you can strengthen this chakra. So the first thing what we will do is we will put both our hands on the Mother Earth. If you feel comfortable, you can keep your eyes open or closed. We'll be requesting Mother Earth to purify our left and our right channels, so to keep us in balance, which would be the center channel. Placing both hands on the ground, we can humbly ask Mother Earth, "Oh Mother Earth, please purify our left side. Give us emotional stability.
And please give us an attention that is pure and childlike.
You can also pray to Mother Earth to bless us with wisdom and innocence.
And we can ask for all obstacles to be destroyed so that we can flourish in ascent.
if you have a lot of thoughts in your mind, you can also place your hand on your forehead, and this is the center for forgiveness. So we can say, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. Now, since Sri Ganesha is the guardian of the Kundalini, we'll humbly ask him to support the ascent of our Kundalini by raising our Kundalini upwards with our hand. So try put your attention within. Just imagine you're pulling your Kundalini up towards your fontanelle bone. We'll do this 2 more times. You can place your palm on top and press clockwise. Slowly lift your hand above and see if you can feel something, either a cool or a warm breeze. If you don't feel anything, it's okay. Now with the meditation, we can also help our meditation by doing certain treatments. And last time, the previous sessions introduced you to the foot soak. And now we have another technique, which is sitting on the Mother Earth. So our homework for you would be that we'll ask you to go and to a park or into nature, sit down and just place both your hands on the Mother Earth and kindly ask her to absorb all that's blocking your left and your right channel so that you can be in balance. And then as a request, Mother Earth to manifest the qualities of Sri Ganesha within you. So this was us for now, and we hope you enjoyed the session. It's been a pleasure for both of us to introduce you to the Mooladhara Chakra.
So now we'll invite everyone to give you a good goodbye.
Thank you, Sarala. Thank you, Shraddha, for presenting Mooladhara Chakra so nicely and leading us to a blissful meditation.
Yes, and we'd also like to thank the Indian Embassy of Vienna again for this opportunity. Please do check the Facebook page. We will post the invitation to the next session and also some follow-up information for the previous sessions. And also from my side, thanks to our young guests. It's nice to see that young people are not just taking to yoga and spirituality in general, but also taking now a leading and guiding role.
Okay, we thank Shimataji from the bottom of our heart for giving us all the ocean of knowledge which we can share with you all. And now we go to the next topic. The topic for the next week will be the second chakra, the second energy center is called Swadhisthana Chakra, and which is the source of pure knowledge. So bye for now and see you next week.
Okay. Good evening. Namaste.
Bye bye. Namaste.